As we remove the plastic pre-applied screen protector from the supposed Corning glass, may we remind you guys, especially those new on the channel, that glass production is one area where Realme has been skimping in most in the budget lineup, and we hope that this time things have changed for the better. We have the newly released Realme Narzo 20 Pro here in the studio, and we are going to thoroughly test out everything about it, like its water resistance capability, scratch resistance quality of the glass production, drop impact resistance, and most importantly, the structural build quality of its plastic body. The free case in the box is of the highest quality, and we definitely recommend you to use it at all times without the need for a third-party case. It weighs in at 191 grams, that is actually towards the lighter side due to the smaller 4500 mAh battery. The weight distribution is good, and the plastic body does feel sufficiently strong in my usual trial bend. Will the lighter weight be an advantage in the drop test? We will find that out soon enough, but first we need to find out if Realme has upgraded the glass production on the display or still using scratch prone glass as usual. So in the scratch test, we are going to test out the scratch resistant capability of the tempered glass production given by Realme on the display by rubbing it with common atoms found in pockets and a heavy duty blade. The blade does an awesome job of differentiating between higher quality glasses which survive and poor quality glasses which suffer from scratch marks. Now the funny thing is, the blade is not supposed to scratch glass according to the Mohs scale of hardness, since glass is harder than steel. And in fact, the high quality glass production like Corning do easily survive the blade. Has Realme upgraded its glass production on its budget devices? As suspected earlier, the tempered glass production on the Realme Narzo 20 Pro does not seem to be genuine Corning glass production, as it did suffer from scratch marks. Some important stuff to remember are that the Narzo 20 Pro is not IP68 certified water resistant, so it will be extremely dangerous to submerge it completely underwater. Also, the SIM tray does not have a rubber sealant on it, something which was present last year on the Realme C3, though Realme does claim that its design is made to be splash resistant. In the oleophobic test, we are looking for the presence of oleophobic coating on the display, which helps in taking care of fingerprint smudges, and it feels smooth to touch with your fingers. Realme has been notorious for not giving oleophobic coating on the budget devices as a cost-cutting measure, and its absence is proved here, as you can see the water stick to the glass surface, forming a pool instead of forming spherical droplets on devices with oleophobic coating. The good news at this stage is that the low sounding audio due to the water entering the ports is coming back to normal within a few seconds, signifying the process of liquid damage has not set in as yet. A number of unpleasant stuff can happen to non-IP rated devices during the water test. Like for example, during this light splashing round itself, the Redmi Note 8 and later the 9 had suffered from severe black screen issue due to permanent motherboard damage, or the Zenfone 5Z, where the display eventually got permanently damaged after heavy drenching. Some devices can also face temporary screen flicker, or the screen can go blank for a few minutes, or it may suffer from headphone icon issue. But the thing which happens the most is sound distortion and low volume levels from the external speakers that can last for a few harmless seconds, or it may last for many hours, signifying liquid damage to the display, motherboard or the sound unit. Fortunately, the Narzo 20 Pro does not seem to be having any audio issues until now and is able to recover in a few seconds. Realme has once again shown us in the Realme Narzo 20 Pro that it indeed has good water resistance. It passes a water test with no damage to optics, display or internal parts, also surviving a few seconds underwater. Starting the drop test from different angles. First drop from pocket height, bottom side facing down. No visible damage or dent at the bottom edge. Now for the second pocket height drop, top side facing the marble. Unlike few other devices with dents, no damage until now at the top edge. Next, third drop from pocket height, the back camera unit side facing down. The back side and the camera unit looks like it has survived without any cracks or shatter, but we have more on that later. Next, the last drop from pocket height, screen side facing down. The plastic body seems to have done a great job as of now after 4 hard pocket height drops without any dents. We are performing the drop test of the Realme Narzo 20 Pro to know its drop impact resistance from different angles. So next, increasing the height to 1.6 meters head high. First high drop, bottom side facing down. The plastic edge has cracked just above the charging port area, which proves that the plastic used at the edge is not of the best quality. Next, the second high drop, top side facing the floor. No major damages, but as you can see, there are scratch marks at the left edge, which does not signify the best in plastic quality. Next, for the third high drop, starting live video recording. Camera unit backside facing the floor. The Narzo 20 Pro seems to have handled both backside drops with no damage to the camera unit or the glass, but we will come back to that at the end. Next up, the finale screen side drop you have been waiting for, with live video recording on the selfie camera, display side facing down. The Realme Narzo 20 Pro passes a drop test since there was no damage to internal functions, but fails in terms of the brake at the bottom side, scratch marks at the top left, and minute damages on the camera frame, which could have been worse if it were heavier. Next up, moving on to fun stuff with value. bend test will give you a clear idea about the real life build quality of a device the company has given you for your hard earned money. On the few occasions when a device actually fails the bend test is when it comes to use for us consumers, since it pushes brands to improve the build quality of the failed devices in future. Realme devices in general have an excellent track record in terms of structural integrity and build quality. Besides the Realme 5i, which has suffered from kinks near weak areas, most other Realme devices have done rather well in our bend tests. The Realme Narzo 20 Pro also seems to be holding up great against high amounts of pressure from both the display side as well as the back side. And as is evident from the video proof, even though the degree of flex or bend is pretty much on the higher side, the Narzo 20 Pro does not suffer from any physical damage, making it pass the bend test with ease due to a strong plastic build and design which can withstand high degree of pressure.